and welcome back to the channel, Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Daneisha Cummins and I make lifestyle related content here on YouTube. If you have been a subscriber from inception, a subscriber from the beginning, thank you so much for coming back. And if you are new here, then welcome to my little corner of the internet. In today's video, I have a couple of things to do, so I thought that I would bring you guys along. I am basically ready for the day. I am gonna get a facial. I have an appointment for 2:15 and I am going to attempt to bring you guys along with me. This is my second facial since I was here in Toronto. I had one like before pandemic, then you know, the whole situation, everybody was on lockdown, and then I saw this black owned business. I'm like, hey, like I can check out the place and see how it goes. So I'm gonna be getting a facial, so that's why like I doing bare minimum today, because I ain't even putting on the makeup, not even the eyebrows, because I feel like she can just wash it off. So why well, I put on makeup if I can for a facial? So that's why I just got on like moisturizer. But that's at 2:15, and then I can do my yearly tradition of kind of reflecting on the year through my polarized camera. Last year, I don't know if you guys watched my stories, but last year and the year before, every year like I sit and I print out like maybe a memorable moment from like maybe like one per month, and then I would just put it in my photo album and kind of reflect on like the moment, the experience, kind of close out the year and begin to prepare for the new year ahead. So I can be doing that today on the vlog. And then I got some books that I can show you guys. Actually, let me show you guys real quick. So I had asked my friend Anna she had asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I said just give me an Amazon gift card because I really wanted to get some books. So I was like, give me the Amazon gift card and I can get myself some books, because I really want to get into reading, and I had a few books on my list, so I had ordered these from Amazon. So it's 4 books that I ordered. I can start with the first one. So the first one is this book called The Fruit of the Spirit. I have been studying the fruits of the spirit for over the last few weeks or so, and I wanted to get like a deeper understanding of really, you know, how I could live out these fruits of the spirit in my daily walk with God. So I had searched Amazon, and this one was a recommendation, so I ordered this one. And then the Circle Maker, I saw a lot of Christian women also reading this one, and it is, I don't really know what it's about so far. I remember I read the bio and I was like, okay, they can put this one in my like book list. So I got the Circle Maker. It said praying circles around your biggest dreams and greatest fears by Mark Batterson. So this is the second one. The third one is The Power of a Praying Wife by Stormy. I think I read one of Stormy books like years ago and I really loved it, but you know, as a wife or whatever, I don't have my ring on, but yes, I'm married, I am Christian. But I saw a lot of wives also reading this one, and I thought like as a wife, really understanding the power of prayer, like me praying for my family, praying for my husband, and just other things. And I thought like this would be a good like book, like a good tool in my toolbox to just kind of, you know, continue to live out what is supposed to be living out as a wife. So this one. And then last but not least, I love me some Dr. Anita Phillips. I first heard about her during lockdown, and I had started listening to her podcast In the Light, which I loved, and then she came up with a book, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get my hands on this. It's called The Garden Within. This is The book. This one don't have the cover, but I like the gold spine. So these are the 4 books I am going to be reading. And then I also just got some mouthwash, like this mouthwash. This mouthwash was recommended by my hygienist, and I have never looked back. It is a little pricey. It is a little pricey. I can just want to know, but since I had this, I had not had any new cavities. So before, I was not really doing oral health as I should, but my hygienist was like, hey, like, you should really get this. And since I had gotten this, let me tell you. So I got these from Amazon at $4. I am hoping to read one of these per month. So this is January, February, March, April. First quarter books. I don't know how, but I will find a way. I think I love reading, and I found like on the subway in my commute and stuff, like I just got like the ebooks on my phone. Let me show you now. So these are the books that I have finished. I don't know if one could see. I think I'm still reading. No, these are the ones that I finished. So I was reading this book by Reverend James Solomon called Deliverance from Demonic Curses, from Demonic Covenants and Curses. So usually I would read these books like on my commute, but there's also a difference like having the paper copy in your hand. So I decided that I can get the paper copy for these ones specifically, because these ones I really want to read. Like I want to read a lot of books, but these 4 is on my top. And then for my devotional, I am still going through the devotions, the devotional, The Whispers of a Scribe. I am now, this is by Melissa Craig. Shout out to Melissa. She's a good friend of mine from Barbados, and I got this from Amazon. I am on day number 9, so I'm hoping to finish this devotional. I think it has 30 days or 31 days, 30 days, 31 days, 30 days. And so far, what I love about this is that it is very simple. Like you get the scripture, you get the devotion, the passage and stuff like that, and also there is like a part for you to reflect, like a prayer that you could write, reflection you could write, a prayer that you could write, and a declaration. And I also like sometimes I also take this on the train, depending on if I get a seat or not. If I don't get a seat, then I would just like read on my phone, but if I get a seat, then because I'm holding on. But I really love this devotional. As I said, it's easy for me to take in, and I like that it's also practical. So this is my devotion. This is the $4. This is my mouthwash. Okay, now that we get out to the way, I can make some breakfast. I think I can make a ham because we still got some ham left, and I can finish put away the dishes, and then we can go from there. Okay, we are done with breakfast. I am watching this show on Netflix called Transplant. And it's like a Grey's Anatomy type kind of vibe. But one of the kids in the show named Daneisha. And I like, oh my goodness. I don't know if that's why I keep watching it. Like, it was just a show that I was intended, like my intent was just to keep it on in the background. And then I got into it and now I like, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen with Daneisha? But yeah, so breakfast is done and I am going to get into my yearly tradition. So for this, you will need, I call it the Polaroid camera. I think earlier on in the video, it's actually the Instax printer. I can link all the stuff in my bio, but I got this from, I think Torian had given me this a few Christmases before as a gift, and I think he just bought it on Amazon. It was between this or the Polaroid. This is what it looked like. Then at the back there's just the clip to load the Polaroids. I don't know how much I have left. This one probably is empty, or has one or two more. But he got it from Amazon, and it was between this and the, oh, I guess this is a blank one, because yeah, it was between this and the camera. But I realized the camera, when you taking the picture, I would rather just not waste the film on a picture that ain't come out good. Like, I have more control with the printer because I could choose the photo from my phone, that the exact photo that I want to print. I could edit it to change the color grade and stuff and then print it out. Whereas the camera, like, you just take in the picture and you're really sure what you come out like. So that's why I choose the printer. This is the film. And there are usually 2 packs in here. This is a 10 by 20, 2 packs in here. This is also from Amazon. I think the printer was about, at the time he bought it, was about $90 plus taxes from Amazon Canada. If you live anywhere outside of Canada, you could also find it on Amazon or Best Buy or Walmart or Target. The film also came from Amazon, and this is what it looks like. I think the film was for $20 if I can remember correctly. Sometimes it's go on sale. I think this was a pack that I had gotten on sale that I just kept there. And then this is my photo album that I also got from Amazon. I can't remember how much this was, but it is sticky. It has like adhesive pages. So I think I started it in 2021 or 2022. Can't remember. Maybe 2021, I think. So this is kind of like, I just print out, as I said, print out like some of the moments that were really significant for me throughout the course of the year, and I just stick them in here. So, and I just kind of write like the description. So here we went to New York here. We went to, this was when Johnny was here. She was visiting for the summer. We went to the EGO. Then this was us again. We went to Detroit and Auntie Claudette. This was Canada's Wonderland. I caught a fish for Uncle Mark. This was Trish's wedding. So this is just some memories that I kept. This was also Trish's wedding, some photos from her wedding. So it's just now to start at the bottom here and then fill, start at the bottom and fill the next pages. So that, and then last but not least, I just use a black Sharpie. You could get this also like dollar store, Amazon, wherever you choose. So I can start by just connecting the printer to my phone and seeing how much film left in here. So to connect it, I'm pretty sure it charged. I hope it charged. So I think you just press the middle press on the middle button, and then you see it kind of light up. And I can look for it now in settings. So here is called the Instats. Right here, the Instats. So connect. And then also for this, I use the app. So be sure also to download the app. So it says connected. I can go to the app now just to make sure everything's set up. So this is what the app looks like right here. So just click on that. Would I like to Bluetooth? Yes. So allow full access, just so that I could see all of my photos in the photo album. So this is what it looks like at 100% battery life, and it has 10 films in it. So what I can first do is go to my photos, and I can go through and select. I can put in the album all the photos that I want to print out. So I can do that now. Okay, after much deliberation, I got 30 photos. I mean, at first I had like 45, but I only have 30 films, so I had to cut it down to 30. So I have all the photos that I want to print here in this album. I actually only have 20, and I have 30 pictures, so I can cut down 10. So far this is how this one came in. So I can cut down. I gotta rethink my selections because I only got 20. So let's see. We are now at 5. Print 5 so far. Alright, so 5 more. Still printing. So this pack is empty, so I can just change this. So open here, pull this out, as you can see, empty, and then put in the last 10 photos. So let's tear this. And then just line up the yellow with, they got a little small yellow thing here. So you just line up these two right there. The yellow here and the yellow there. And then close it. And then this is the protection film that does then come out immediately after you just put in the new set. So I have 10 more photos to choose from, and then we can just put a little caption and then stick them in. It is 12:24. I'm hoping to leave home, it's at 2:15. I'm hoping to leave home at least by 1:15. The traffic don't seem like it's a lot, but I never been to this place for the facial, so I just want to make sure that I early, in case I get lost, that I have enough time to find myself. So hopefully this will be finished by 1:15. Okay, so I have all of the photos printed. I have 21 because I had one extra film from in the previous, that was in the previous pack in here when I first started. And looking back at all of these photos, I have 40 as I told you guys, but I had to cut it down to 20. So as I look back through like the photo album with all the photos that I was hoping to print out, I realized that this year I did like a lot of new things. So I did ice skating, I did roller skating, I went to my first ballet, I went on some fun dates with hubby, I made my candle, we bought our first car. Like, there's a lot of things that I could look. Torian got his career job. Like, we spent a lot of time with also our Toronto family. We also got to do our first cruise. There was a lot of firsts that I did. And it's like, I'm not gonna cry, but I think just reflecting on it, I am just so grateful that the year turned out to be how it was. I mean, it was not easy by any means at all, but as I look at these photos, new friendships, you know, just spending quality time with the people that you love and you care about, I could clearly see those people who I consider very close to me, obviously, that I have access to right here. Like, there are people back home that I might not see so often, but I'm just really grateful that I had the opportunity to do all of these things and to spend time with my husband creating new traditions and kind of building our family out and, you know, figuring out, you know, our household and what we want it to be. You know, him getting into his, I would say, one of the hardest things this year. And just use some questions to help with the reflection. So one of the questions was, what turned out to be more complicated than expected this year? I would say, in terms of complicated, like, this would be the photo. So this is Torian and his career job. He started a job in the field that he always wanted to work at, and the training for that actual job almost like took me out. Like, the training was so rigorous, it was so intense, and like, I wanted to support him to the best of my ability, also at the same time like managing the change in shift work in the like the times that we worked. So before, we were on the same schedule and that changed, so it was like, whoa, like, I'm so happy that you get the job that you wanted, and at the same time, like, it means a totally different thing for our family. So being able then to kind of figure out like how we spend time together as husband and wife, how we make time for the things that are important in our relationship, like cooking, cleaning, like all of that changed because we had to make room for his schedule and the new opportunity that came in. I would say like that was the most challenging thing. I think is about what was hard was, yes, accepting like this is something that we prayed for, and yes, like we're so happy that God answered and he came through. And at the same time, like, it not only comes with that, but it also comes with the other things like changing schedule. As I said, change in, you know, we don't work on the same time shift anymore. You know, he works 12-hour shifts now, so being able then to be intentional about, all right, when we can go on date night, who can wash the dishes, who can cook, who can do the laundry. Like, I guess I was not expecting a lot of things that changed with this job to do so, and I'm like, yes, I'm so happy. At the same time, like, having to embrace this newness and kind of rejig kind of everything that we thought was normal and we thought was fine. So I think it's a balance between like, yes, celebrating like new opportunities and new things, and at the same time like change could be really difficult. And for me, I was like, Jesus Lord, this is not how I thought it was gonna be. But you know, like, also just being open about different friendships, and I think navigating friendships, especially here in Toronto, like trying to find community and build up community here, as well as maintaining my friendships with people back home. Like I think that has also been challenging, because in the change that was going on in my personal life, then there's work, then there's gym, then there's all these other things. Like, how do I still hold everything that I want together? Like, it was just really challenging. So I would say like that is one of the challenging things. And next question in the journal was, what paper plate should you set down this year, and what fine china has the highest priority? So basically this question is asking about priority, and I think when I look at like my plate, is my plate full? Can I take off things? Like, what are some of the things that I should take off? What are some of the things that I should put on? And I think like prioritizing is always going to be something that I will constantly do, because our lives are constantly flowing and changing, and what might be important in one season might not be as important in the next season, or you might have to put down for a period of time. So in terms of like what I added to my plate, I would say like this year I tried working out more. Like I tried the gym thing. It was very hard. Like I still don't like going to the gym. Ask anybody, I still do not like going to the gym, but I know it's something that I have to do if I want to maintain a healthy lifestyle, not only spiritually, emotionally, but also physically. And I would say it's not something that I'm excited about. I think like, yes, having matching gym sets and, you know, running shoes and stuff do contribute to me like wanting to go more often, but at the same time it's like, you know, this is a priority and it might not be as fun for you, but this is necessary if you want to be healthy going forward. So that is something that I know for sure I can continue to keep on my plate. Anything that I taken off, I ain't sure yet. I think some of these questions also, like, I can't answer right away. Some of them require like a lot more thought process. And I think like it can cause for much deeper reflection. So I'd rather just think about it rather than try to give you an answer that I know like I have not thought through. It says, what does your heart know in 2023 that your head needs to know in 2024? I think this is such a beautiful question. What my heart knew in 2023 is that everything is going to be okay. And I think like that is something that I definitely want to have, like a billboard. If I had a billboard like right outside my building, right outside like wherever, like I would want it to say that you're going to be okay. Because I think many times things happen, situations happen, circumstances come, and like you kind of you walk kind of rocky. You're like, ooh, I don't know about this. And I think like many times situations came that yes, shook me, or yes, kind of rocked my boat a little bit. And there was fear of the unknown. Like, I don't know how it can happen. Like, I don't know if I can handle this. And just looking back, like I was okay. Like I made it to the end of the year and I'm okay. And I think sometimes like in my mind, like I tend to overthink, or I tend to be projecting on this is what I think can happen in the future, like try to predict stuff. And I like, you know, that's not my job. Like I serve a God who is in control of everything, and my job is to put my trust in him, knowing that he has good plans for me, plans with a future, plans with a hope, plans to make me prosper. And I don't think that like this Christian walk is not necessarily all good, but I think there is that security in knowing that I serve the creator of the entire universe, and nothing that I do or experience goes without him seeing. And he created me, so he knows exactly where I can end up and how I can get there. And I think sometimes I just like, yeah, God, can you just show me a little like preview? Can you give me like a little sneak peek so that I could be settled? And I think like wanting to know like what the next step can be and what the next chapter can hold is like calls for a lot of trust and calls for a lot of confidence in God, knowing that whatever comes, I'm going to be okay. So I would say that's what my heart knew. There were many times I'm like, okay, God, like, can you just give me 5 minutes? Can you just give me 5 minutes? Because I just really didn't know how things were gonna turn out. And yeah, I think that would be my biggest thing that I would want my heart to know in 2024, is that it is going to be okay. It is 12:51, so I have to kind of hurry this up. So I printed out all this stuff. Now I'm going to write my captions and stick them into the box. All of the captions, like I just write a little note at the end describing like kind of what the event was. So this was candle making, this was parasailing. So I just write whatever I feel to kind of describe the moment. So I did that for all of them. Now it is time to get sticky. So this is where I ended last year, so I can just pull this back. And I ain't gonna go in any particular order, but I remember this was January, and I can just stick. Then this was Uncle Mark's birthday. Let's see, Alvin, Italy. This was a dance show that I really wanted to go to for the longest time, and they came to Toronto and I got tickets. So this is the first page done, and then similar thing, peel this back. Oops. Come on. And then stick. We are all done. All the photos done. So this year I filled up the bottom of here, this whole page and this whole page, And I think that this is something that I can continue to do every year. I mean, I have the photos on my phone, but I think this is just a nice memoir to come back to kind of look back on all of the wonderful memories. Yeah, if you guys, I don't know, this is just one suggestion on how to, this is just one way that I use to kind of reflect on the year. If you guys are interested, as I said, all of these tools can be linked in my bio so that you guys can also grab them. It is 1:06, so I think I'm going to brush my teeth, put my Invisalign in, and then get ready to leave home. Okay, it is 1:17. I am 99% ready. Invisalign in, glasses on. This is the fit, just the matching set I put over my winter jacket because it is 0 outside, and I'm wearing the fit with my New Balance. These are the most comfortable shoes in terms of sneakers that I own, and I literally want them in every color possible because they're honestly the most comfortable sneakers. So I can put these on when I get by the door. This is my bag. I got my tripod in my bag. I got my batteries in my bag, my phone, and I am going to try to get the bus and then check back in with you guys once I'm on my way.
Somebody's up in the room for you. I'll see you in a bit, okay?
Thank you so much. So I made it. I'm just here filling out the intake form. She's gone to set up the room for me, so I can just fill this out and then make my way downstairs. So guys, I officially made it back home. Right now it is 4:35 and outside is starting to get dark. I don't know if you guys can see, but I got the light on. That is to signify that it is getting dark. My thoughts on the facial. So the place was very nice. I met the owner, Ophelia, and she is the one that did my facial. My skin feels so nice, so soft, so moisturized. She started off just with an overview and an examination of how my skin had looked to her. She said the only thing is I need to exfoliate, and I should probably add a vitamin C serum into my skincare routine, as well as to continue to use sunscreen. I honestly don't really use sunscreen in the winter because it's getting dark, and for the last few days in Toronto it has just been giving overcast, and I have not left home in a bit, so I don't really wear sunscreen, but she said to add that. Overall, the whole experience, would I do it again? Yes, I would definitely recommend. She was very intentional about explaining what she was doing, what products she would recommend. So she said she's gonna send me an email later today when she finished work about some products, and overall it was just really good. I almost fell asleep because it was so relaxing. She had said I should exfoliate and had recommended this Dermalogica exfoliant to use daily, but she said that I don't need daily. My skin just need 3 times a week. So I picked this up because there was a Sephora close by, so I picked this up. This is the mini version. There's like a taller version. This is the mini version, and I think this was about $25. So I said, actually let me open it and see. I know it's gonna be small, but I want to see how small it actually is. So she advised that I use this, and then I have to go back to see her in about 7 weeks. But I am very pleased with the overall experience and the way my skin looking. So this is what it is. I can probably try to use it maybe starting from I won't use it today or tonight because I exfoliate. I had the facial today. I was saying maybe Monday I would use this. So she said I could do Monday, Wednesday, Saturday as a way to just make sure that my skin is getting all the nutrients, the exfoliation that it needs. My skin is dry. I have always had dry skin, so it was not really a surprise for me. And I just got like a few like hyperpigmentation spots there. And then she said around my nose is really, I don't know if one I could see, but I get really up and personal here. But she said around my nose I have not hyperpigmentation, hypopigmentation. So I don't know if you guys could see because of the lighting, but around my nose I get really sensitive, like in the corners here, that it actually a bit lighter than my actual skin tone. So to fix that is also, she said, I guess she can send me like a treatment plan, but to continue facials, continue with just getting my skin treated so I can go back in 7 weeks. We have dinner plans. Torian is at work. He was at work for the whole day, but we have dinner plans and I have to meet him for 6 o'clock. So I think I can end the vlog here. I can probably leave home maybe around 5:15, so that give me maybe like a half an hour, 25 minutes, 20 minutes to get ready. So I just want to take a little beat because I feel like me and Nicole, Jesus. I know that God created all the seasons, but I don't know, man. Winter and me, we just not best friends. So it was very cold outside, so I think I just need to thaw out a little bit and then get ready to leave home. But I hope that you guys enjoy this daily vlog. I am hoping to do these a lot more often. So let me know what you think. Comment down below, like, how are you reflecting on your 2023, your year that has passed, and what are you doing to prepare you for 2024. I'm really excited just to see how my channel has grown. I have 500 subscribers, y'all. 500 of you. Again, thank you so much, and thank you, shout out to my husband. He's been really supportive throughout this journey. I know you guys really don't see him too much in the vlogs, but his support behind the scenes is part of the reason why I keep going. So I just want to say thank you, and I will see you guys in 2024. Bye guys.